there, Stephanie Cameraman, the Stock Whisperer, here with this week's Dark Pool Weekly Whisper for January 28th. But before we get to this week's hottest stock picks, we got to go over last week. Actually, 4 days. And guess what? We had a 200% gains. That's right, 200%, almost a record. If you had taken every single one of my whispers, which I know you guys aren't going to take every one, and this is just based on the stock. Most of you trade options, so the ROI could be a lot higher than that. 50 hit targets. Definitely the biggest winner was PCG. It's not every day that we get 60 million dark pool prints. And so hope you guys grab that one. I know some of my traders in my room got it, so awesome job. Also the short on MO was fantastic. XOG was another great one. Yeah, it was a great week. But if you missed these trades, don't worry. I got some more whispers for you. But for the year, we are up 537% total gains, 117 trades, 104 wins, and 13 losses. Just make sure, you know, when a stock goes against you, just get out. It's okay. Just keep it small and run with the winners. All right, so let's go over this week's. Just minimize that. Let's start with the SPY, but please be careful trading this week. It is earnings season. We have a lot of tech companies coming out this week. If you're going to hold the stock into earnings, put on some protective puts. This way, you are going to be protected, okay? They're really cheap. You can buy out of the money. Lots of different ways you can do that. And if you're in my trading room, I show you exactly how to do that. So let's start with the SPY. Yep, we came to the bottom of this channel and we bounced off. So this week, we do have a high volume doji here. See that? Indecision candles. Normally I would be bullish above that, but we do have a big dark pool level coming up, 267.74. So I will be bullish above 268, and then I will be bearish below 263 area. That would mean we were going to be going down into the next channel. Let's go to the Russell, the IWM. Yeah, it looks really, really good. We're going to be bullish above 148 this week and bearish below 145. Let's go to the QQQ. We had that big 4 million print. I believe that was Wednesday. Yeah, this was a great trade in my pit going long above that print on Friday. This week, though, again, it's going to be affected by all of those heavy tech companies, the NASDAQ, okay? So bullish above 166 and bearish below 162.50. And now we're gonna go to the DIA. We have a high volume doji. We've got 2 dojis in a row, but this one has high volume. So gonna be bullish above 248.55 and bearish below 246.68. That's the high and the low. If over the next 2 days we can close above or below those levels, that's going to be bullish or bearish. That's how you trade the doji. Let's go to VXX. Got some prints on that this week. And we're going to be only bullish above 39 and bearish below 37 for fear. Now we're going to go to the big one, guys. Gold. Holy cow, it's been a long time since we've gotten massive prints on IAU. This is the dark pool favorite. And whenever we get big prints on this, we have a big move in gold. Okay, I'm not psychic. I don't just call things for no reason. And if you follow me on Twitter and StockTwits, I put out a message that we were going to have a big move. And oh boy, we started to have a big move on Friday. Now, IAU is a slow vehicle. Don't trade this. Definitely trade GDX or GLD, which I'm going to go over the levels. But we're going to be bullish as long as it stays above the prints on IAU, 1230. And then we'll turn bearish if it goes below 1225. But let's just go to GDX. All right, so I was bullish above 21 on the push notifications that I sent out this week. The next level up, though, right, is 2150 resistance. And I'm only going to be bearish if we break down below 2036, this lower trend line. Now, the big question is this a splash? Because sometimes we get big prints. We get a splash in the wrong direction, the opposite direction of the intended move, and then it pulls back to the print and then goes below or above it. So the big thing is just trade level to level and always stay on the right side of the tape. So if this is the splash, okay, if it is and we do end up moving lower and we break below, then we're going to go short without a doubt. Now what I did was I like to put on a strangle when we get these big prints. And I'll hold on to the part of the strangle that isn't working out just in case this is a splash. And I go out a couple weeks in time to give it room. And there are many times that I have made money on both sides of the strangle. If you go out far enough, about 3-4 weeks, you can do that, or you're just safe and you continue to add on the right side, level to level, and so forth. So I'm really excited because this is going to be amazing. GLD, bullish above 123 if you're not in this already, bearish below 121. Now GDX also had a print, by the way, $20.56. So we're way above that as well. Okay, let's go to oil. OIH had a really big print. I'm excited. This looks like it's going to move really nicely this week. We had a big print at $17.18, 1.8 million. So we're going to be bullish above 1750, and I'm going to be bearish if it breaks down and goes below 1650. Let's go to USO. This was in the whisper last week. It just didn't move yet. But we still have that big, oh, I lost the trend line. We still have that big print that happened 2 weeks ago, $11.36. So that's why I'm still going to be bullish above 1150. Yeah, we need to break above that. So watch that, and I'm still going to be bearish, but this, yeah, below 1080. That's still a key level. Sometimes it takes these things 2 weeks to go. Halliburton, this has been my favorite swing since that 5.8 million print at $28. This is just running. The next level, 32.50, I'll be bullish above that. And I'll only be bearish if it breaks below 30, but just keep in mind, this 28 level is key. If it were to go down, we could retest those prints. And then if we fell below 28, I would be bearish. But this really is a bullish, amazing trade. Let's look at the next one, XLE. XLE, we are going to be bullish above 63.50 and bearish below 61.50. XOP, we're going to be bullish above 31, bearish below 29.50. And all these guys have unusual dark pool prints. Chesapeake had a massive print, 3.3 million. And this is an inexpensive one to trade. So watch the $2.78 level, 2.875, bullish above that, and bearish below 2 5/8, 2.62. These inexpensive stocks love to trade on the 8s. You see how nicely they move up and down on them, and it's on the right side of the chart. See, we are still trading in fractions, you guys. Let's go to APC. Yeah, I love this one. This one had a really nice 1.8 million print at 45.89. So we're going to be bullish above 47.50 and bearish below 45.50. And then we're going to go to ECA, bullish above 720. I like this one too. And bearish below 650. I really like these inexpensive ones that have big prints because they're really going to go. I just want to talk about my trader of the week, Diane W. Fantastic trading, Diane. We have a lot of great traders in the pit, and it's so hard for me to be objective and pick one. But you were nominated by several of our traders, so congratulations. You really deserve it this week. Keep up the good work. All right, let's go to the financials. XLF. Yeah, we got another high volume doji. We got a big tug of war that happened on Friday, you guys, between the bulls and the bears on so many different sectors, indexes, and this means we're going to get a pretty big move this week, okay? But we got to be prepared on both sides. So I'm going to be bullish above 26.25 and bearish below 25.50 though for XLF. We had a lot of big prints as well throughout the week. So I'm using those prints to pick those levels. AIG, another financial with decent prints this week, 43.35. I'm going to be bullish above 43.50, bearish below 42.50. Bank of America, this is one of my favorites. It still hasn't hit my last target, 30. So this week, if you're not in it yet, 29.75 last trade up to 30. Now, if it can break above 30, 30.50, 31 will be the next. And I'll definitely watch for the prints. But guess what we got, guys? A massive 7 million print. This is humongous. This is like that 10 million print. And we had a big splash. But just be patient. This is going to be an amazing trade. If this is selling, they might splash it up to hit 30 and then take it down, and that's when you want to go short, okay? We could go all the way back down here. But if it's buying, we're going to go through the roof. So again, just watch those levels. Make sure you're always on the right side. And what I like to do with Bank of America is just trade it level to level. I'm not going to try to peg the top or the bottom here. Wells Fargo, big prints as well, all the way up to 50.20. So we're going to be bullish above 50.50, and we are going to be bearish below 49.50. JP Morgan, bullish above 104, bearish below 102.50. We had prints on that as well. Okay, now we're going to go to technology, but I just want to warn you to be careful. Okay, this definitely could be crazy week for tech. XLK, we had prints on that. That's the technology ETF. We're going to be bullish above 66 and bearish below 64.50. Apple. Apple has earnings on January 29th, Tuesday, okay, after the close. Bullish above, could have a nice run right before earnings, which we love to play. Bullish above 158. And bearish below 150, except the IV is probably going to be pretty high. But NVIDIA, holy cow, NVIDIA, okay? The biggest print I've ever seen for this, 4.2 million. There were a lot of other smaller prints that got canceled, but not the 4.2 million print at 154. Somebody knows something ahead of earnings. The question is, when is earnings for NVIDIA? Everybody in my trading room had a different date. Each software gave a different date for NVIDIA. So please be careful. A lot of it is unconfirmed, but it's usually between February 7th and February 14th. So I did put on a strangle, and so far it's working out. As long as it has a massive move in one direction, it'll be good. But we're going to be bullish above 160 and bearish below 150. This is going to be a power move for NVIDIA. Okay, let's go to Facebook. Facebook bounced off the bottom trend line, moving up. This week, we're going to be bullish above 150 and bearish below 145. We have earnings after the close for Facebook on Wednesday. So please be careful. Okay, trade it before, trade it after. If you're going to trade it into earnings, you know, have a lottery ticket trade on. It all depends on the expected move. I personally like it before and after. So watch those levels for after they come out. Baba. Yeah, Baba's got earnings as well on the 30th, Wednesday after the close. And we had a big print on that one. I called that out. 150.60 and had a really nice pop. I hope you guys got a piece of that. That was a great trade. This week we're going to be bullish above 160 and bearish below 157. Mr. Softy, Microsoft, has earnings as well. Wednesday's a big day after the market closes. We're going to be bullish above 108, bearish below 105.75. It's hitting an upward trend line there. Oh, we had interesting prints on SPY-G. Yeah, SPY-G is an ETF that has all of these amazing stocks: Apple, Microsoft, Amazon, Google, Visa, MasterCard, Home Depot, United Health, all in one ETF. And we had a big mama 1.6 million print at 34.23. So we're going to be bullish above 34.50. That is the T spot, the trend change right there. And we're going to be bearish below 34. Here's one of my traders, Robert, aka the rock star. AMD is his baby. Loves it. This was a great way to trade NVIDIA's print, by the way. It's a cheaper way. It moves in tandem with NVIDIA, both chips. This week we'll be bullish above 22 and bearish below $20.50. Earnings, though, after the close on Tuesday, the 29th. So be careful of that. We got Cisco the Kid. That's our, it's a nickname from the 90s when I used to trade Cisco. We're going to be bullish above 46.75. We're going to be bearish below 46 for Cisco. Earnings are not until February 13th, so you're good on that. But we did have some dark pool activity at 46.60. Looks like a hanging man. Yeah, there you go. Except that's a bearish. It's an upthrust. Actually, it's not a hanging man. It's a gravestone doji. Sorry. It's a gravestone. The hanging man has the doji up on top. The gravestone doji is a bearish topping pattern, but if we close above that wick, that is going to be very bullish. And then, of course, if we break down below that, it's going to be bearish below the prints. Let's go to STM, the Internet of Things. Had really nice prints last week. And again, so this is the second week it's on the Whisper. This week, we're going to be bullish above 1650 and bearish below 16. Let's go to emerging markets. So, look, we get prints on EEM all the time. 1 million here, 1 million there. That doesn't excite me, but when we get a 13 million print, that definitely gets me excited. So we got a 13 million print, 42.25. It's kind of hanging up in the air right here. So we're going to be bullish above 42.50 and we will be bearish below 42.25. Let's go to TBF. TBF. What is TBF? A lot of you probably don't know what TBF is. It is the ProShares short 20+ year Treasury. It's very similar to TBT, and it's the inverse of TLT, the bond ETF. Okay, the inverse. We rarely get prints on TBF, and that's why it's in the Whisper. So it's a pretty slow mover, but I want you to watch these levels, especially if you trade bonds. So 22.75, we're going to be bullish above. 22.50, we're going to be bearish below. But TBT is a much better vehicle to trade. It moves faster. So I'm going to be bullish above 36 and bearish below 35.25. All right, let's go to the miscellaneous stocks. American Airlines, wow, been all over the map. And this is one where I made money. We put a strangle on. And I made money on the put side, and I might actually make money on the call side if it continues up quickly this week. But I'm going to add to the call side if we break above 35, especially if we close above that level. Okay, that's really key. The first time it hits a major $5 increment level or even a $1 increment level, the sellers are there. They'll knock it down. I like the pullback and then a breakthrough again with high volume and a close above, and then we're set to go. So AAL, watch the 35. I will turn bearish though if it does come down, it tests the prints and it doesn't hold and breaks below 33. I will short it again. Okay, so that's the trade for that. Bed Bath & Beyond, interesting chart, very interesting. We had quite a few prints on it, smaller ones that added up at $14.80. So I'm going to be bullish above 15. That's a big $5 increment. If it can break up through that It already tested it. See, here's the test. Here's the pullback. And now, if it can break above, I absolutely love this. So bullish above 15, bearish below 14.50. Ford. Ford is very interesting. We have a T-spot at 9. So we're going to be bullish above 9 and bearish below 8.25. And we had some dark pool activity that came in. 8.33, 8.61, and 8.94. So again, right, we hit the 9 level. We pulled back. So if the second test of 9, if we can close above that, and especially above this trend line. Look at how long this trend line goes. Yeah, that's so key. All right, guys, this is a trend change if we can break above. And we do have a lot of volume coming in, so watch Ford. Let's go to the next one. We got Flex. Yeah, Flex started to move. I called out prints on this one. But we're going to be bullish above 9 and bearish below 8. Earnings are on Thursday after the close, so be careful on Flex. GE, massive prints on GE, 12,876,000 earnings are Thursday before the market opens, so be careful on that though. We're going to be bullish above 925 and bearish below 850. IQ, there's an interesting one. Yeah, big prints. And we have earnings, I think that's February 5th. I messed up. Yeah, February 5th after the market closes. We're going to be bullish above 2050 and bearish below 19. Coca-Cola. Here's an interesting one for you guys. Like this one. So I strangled this one as well. Made a little bit of money on the call side. And then it started to move down. We had prints at 48. And then we got prints at 47.28 this week and 48. The older prints were 47 and 47.05 from last week. Seasonality is bearish for this, by the way. So if this breaks below 47, I feel like it's still in that splash of the initial prints that we got. If we break below 47, it's going to be really bearish down to 46.50. But if it can't hold there, then I can see a much bigger trade down there. Only if it rallies up and breaks above 48.25 will I go long with a possible target all the way up to there. So again, keep your eye on this. It's still splashing around. I'm really waiting for the breakdown below 47 or the breakout above 48.25 to put on a full position. Let's go to XBI, the biotech ETF. I do not trade pharmaceutical stocks, but I will trade the biotech ETF. You know, picking one is like playing Russian roulette, and you just never know if a drug is going to get approval, or there's so many things that can happen. Not a day goes by that a biotech stock is not crushed in the morning. So I do stay away, but we have this massive print on XBI, 1.1 million, $80.38. So this is a very safe way to play it with the ETF. And I love that it's hitting this upper trend line. So if it's buying, we should break on through to the other side. And if it's selling, we should break down below 80. All right, so these are two amazing trade setups for XBI. And last but not least is XLU. I love trading this. We've had a lot of prints on this. We had a big million share print this week though at 53.47. If it's buying, we should break above 54.25. 54.25 actually. Let me just change that. There we go. And I'm going to be bearish below 53.25 for XLU. So there you have it. There are the Dark Pool Weekly Whispers for January 28th. Until next time, guys, happy trading.
That's my secret.